This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of It. Welcome back, everyone. Another Sunday. Another They Mostly Come Out at Night. How you doing? How you feeling?
People are back.
We're back for another one.
Yeah.
We're almost done with 88.
Yeah. We only got one more.
We got one more, and then we're going to do our best of the worst, best of the best, and worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Maybe a little harder. Listen, we know we've been doing a lot of glazing lately, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really good bangers out there.
Amazing stuff.
Tonight's a little different.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
A lot of legacies to discuss.
There is some... I've a lot of feelings towards this movie, but...
This franchise.
Yeah. The franchise in general. This movie specifically for certain reasons we'll get into. First, please go like, comment, subscribe. Follow if you haven't.
Yes.
Suggest us to some friends. Speaking of suggestions, we do suggestions every 5 episodes.
Yes, we do.
So please get those in. We recently reviewed Fun, which
Great
was
movie.
not in our wheelhouse, but awesome movie. Really recommend it. Go listen to that review as well, please. And that's all we have for you. Now we're going to give you what you want. What you came for, which is our first... Not our last, unfortunately, Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Because the first 3 are too good to be on this podcast, to be honest.
People will, we love Halloween 3.
Listen.
I know it's controversial.
I know it's getting some love recently.
Now.
Like, it recently has been getting a lot of love, which I do appreciate. I've always liked 3.
Yeah, for a long time, that was the black sheep of the franchise.
Yes, a lot of people hated it because there's no Michael Myers. It's like a different story. I loved it.
Yes.
And I loved the direction that this franchise was going.
The potential.
Where you're just like, okay, so like it's going to be... So Michael Myers had 2 movies. This one had one.
The story's over.
So like the story about like the haunted TV and the haunted masks are next.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue, and it's going to be every movie is like about Halloween. Something on Halloween, right? Like a different fear or something like that. Kind of like not so much like a collection of short movies. It's like just a one movie every like Halloween that comes out, and it's like Halloween 4 and stuff like that.
A different story each time.
But it wasn't received well.
Yes.
And we were talking, slashers were a huge thing at the moment. You know, you had Friday the 13th, you had Nightmare on Elm Street, and of course, the team behind Halloween 3 failed to bring in the moolah. Yeah. Because that's what it's all about, unfortunately. And so they're like, you know what? Let's go back to Michael Myers. Let's go back to what made us money.
So they
returned. Halloween
it's
4.
In the title.
The Return
of Michael Myers. Now, objectively speaking, without any of my opinions, this is a fine movie. Objectively speaking.
I think it's fine. I think it's really... So it's fine if it's not a Halloween movie. I think it's a little boring if it is a Halloween movie, because like if you're reviewing it like a Halloween movie, it's a little boring.
I don't know. Look, Halloween has always been the thing about Halloween is it has the least amount of violence, the smallest body count of all the franchises, which is kind of the problem at this point because it's the 4th movie, and it's just.
Well, I know there's some lovers of this movie. What I mean by boring is like. They just follow that formula. Yeah. There's
Michael Myers escapes, comes to Haddonfield. He terrorizes people, kills some people. There's a babysitter. Yeah. Like...
Babysitter and her kid sister.
That's the,
they're alone in Haddonfield, and it's just Michael Myers wreaking havoc on Haddonfield again.
Him walking around in the shadows.
We've seen it we've seen it for 2 movies.
And now
they're
doing
back.
it again. And
if you've marathoned this franchise, you know what's coming, though. That's the problem.
And it's just, comparatively speaking, because like at this point, you know, you've seen 3 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. There's a 4th one this year, and you've seen 7 Friday the 13th movies.
Yes.
You've seen other movies too, and it's just compared to those.
What's crazy is like this just like goes back to basics, and it's like in '88 we weren't at back to basics.
At least, like, me personally.
Like I'm
watching this.
I wasn't alive in '88, obviously, but like.
But contextualizing this with the other movies, it's like, really? We're just going right back to the most basic thing.
It seems like a big step back for the franchise. Like, if you're going to bring back Michael Myers, you got to go big, right? Like, I mean, he's like a horror icon. Like, you got to do something big.
Well, apparently, according to the moolah, this was successful enough to kickstart the franchise.
Well, right, because people wanted to see Michael Myers.
And then they proceeded to make...
Oh my god.
Garbage after this movie. And
this is like the drop off of the franchise for me.
Because artistically speaking, compared to 3, this is a ginormous step back.
Absolutely. Thematically, I guess it reignited the franchise, which is
that's
fine.
Objectively, it's a fine movie. The movie looks good. I do like the new babysitter character. I think she's a good character.
I think the
actress.
Kid sister is a good actress. I do like some of the lead up to the kills where Michael Myers is in the background and you're kind of like I do appreciate that you're constantly looking for him. Like you're just like, oh, there he is. Like it's like. I do appreciate that fact they like understood the assignment.
What it is,
I just wish it wasn't so basic. That's my big problem with it. It's a good movie. It's serviceable. It's just so basic. It's such a basic slasher movie.
It's the 4th movie, and compared to everything we've seen, it just doesn't quite.
Well, and I'm sorry, listen, I'm a slasher fan. I need blood. I need fucking violence.
We're 4 movies in.
Shit, we're 4 movies in. Do something big and bombastic.
Yeah.
Look at what 3 did with the fucking melting faces and the fucking weird bugs coming out of the masks and shit like that, and the haunted TV that possesses you. That is interesting. Nothing in Halloween 4 is that interesting.
Nope.
It doesn't reach those heights. They did a really interesting, unique thing, and then went back to basics. And it's the whiplash. If you're watching this in a marathon, if you're watching a Halloween marathon, the whiplash is insane.
Oh yeah, it's unreal.
Because you go through Halloween 1 and 2, and you're like, okay, Michael Myers is done. Let's start this new one with the fucking masks and shit, and then. You go into this one, and you're like, "Oh, okay, we're back to Michael Myers."
All right. We're doing the same thing.
Okay, and then the ending happens, and you're like, "All right, maybe they're doing something new. Maybe they're doing something new." And then 5 starts, and you're just like, "Oh,"
because you already know if you're marathoning this. 5 has Michael Myers again.
Yes.
So you already know after the ending happens to this, you're like,
it.
Let me guess. The fucking 5th one just shits all over it. And guess what? It does.
I will admit, 6 tried something different.
6 is more amusing. It's more entertaining. It's a fucking bad movie.
It is a bad movie, but, they tried at least. At the very least, they tried. 5 barely tries.
No. But Halloween 4.
But we'll get to it. Let's do Halloween 4. Let's just get right into it. Sorry, we'll get off our soapbox for a minute.
The most fascinating thing about this movie, okay? Because all these movies are supposed to be set in Illinois, okay? And the first 2 movies are filmed in sunny Southern California with palm trees and schools that have outdoor hallways, okay? And
very Illinois of them.
And everyone who watches that movie who's from the Midwest or anywhere that's not summer 365 days of the year is like, what the fuck? So 4 and 5 and 6,
They got closer to Illinois.
they filmed it in Utah, where we live, and it looks more like Illinois, but it is amusing.
What's funny is they filmed the next 2, 3 in Utah.
The next 2 in Utah are all filmed in Utah, and I mean, it's very recognizable to us.
Absolutely.
Because there's a neighborhood here called the Avenues in Salt Lake that has lots of old, like really nice old houses, and the streets have like really big old trees, and they filmed it there because it looks like
you could mistake it for Illinois.
Like
as long as you're careful to not show a lot of the mountains.
Yeah, so they film it kind of low and like trees covering the background, so you don't see the mountains in the back. But it's just and the school that they show has, closed indoor hallways because we have winter.
Right, exactly. We do have not as extreme winters as Illinois, but we do have winter.
But we have winter.
I do appreciate the opening credits where it's just like it's getting the spooky fall vibes where you get all the Halloween decorations and the farm stuff. I don't get why it's a farm, honestly, because there's just
because it's the Midwest.
Yeah, it's like
it makes you think of the Midwest.
I mean, they're trying to evoke that, but that farm never comes into play any of.
No, it's just for vibes.
Yeah, it's just for vibes, which I kind of appreciate. So then you get. Sorry, my bad.
How dare you?
You get the introduction to the baby, the babysitter character.
No, you get
the dog.
The ambulance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
taking Michael away. They're transferring him.
They go to the asylum and they're going to transfer him, right?
And you get your quick intro.
And of course, you know where this is going.
They recap the first 2 movies and how he gets exploded.
Yeah, but he survived because
reasons.
This starts the trend of explaining away how Michael literally survives being completely blasted by a bunch of shit and set on fire and everything, and they're he's totally fine.
He's basically a vegetable. He's comatose.
Yeah,
and they're transferring him, and they mention that Loomis is still alive, but he's burned, so they get him out of there. And
what's funny is I don't think Loomis stays burned in the sequels.
I'll be fucking honest.
I can't remember. I don't know if he stays burned in the sequels.
I feel like they just got lazy on the makeup in the sequel. They just don't fucking care as much.
Yeah, they're just
because I'll be honest, I do not remember him having as bad of burn scars in the sequels. I don't remember him having those.
I really don't.
But they transfer him out. They load him onto the ambulance, and as they're driving, he wakes up and fucking stabs one of the fucking orderlies.
No, he slams one of them against the wall.
Well, yeah, but after he slams against the wall,
stabs his thumb into his forehead.
Fucking stabs his thumb into his forehead, into his brain.
Ooh, spooky.
It's fine.
Oh, so spooky.
And then you're introduced to the sister.
Yeah.
So it's his niece.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween Day.
So right now it's the night. It's the night of October 30th, and it's his niece. It's Jamie Lee Curtis' character's daughter.
Yes.
And she's been Jamie Lee Curtis' character is dead for some reason.
Laurie Strode is dead, even though she doesn't stay dead.
Because Jamie Lee Curtis didn't want to come back for the sequel, but she was convinced 10 years later to come back for H2O.
H2O, yeah. Which we probably will review.
Movie magic, okay? But at this point, she's dead. So this girl, Jamie's been adopted into a new family, and she's always having nightmares. She's having nightmares about Michael, specifically.
Yeah, she's afflicted by seeing him and having almost waking nightmares, not quite hallucinations, but kind of waking nightmares of him. And
then next day, it's October 31st. It's Halloween.
It's Halloween. So the sister wants to go out, and it's kind of you're not my real sister. I don't even know why I have to watch you, basically.
Because she wants to go out on a date.
Date with the biggest douchebag in the entire movie. Fucking, I don't even remember his name.
Brady.
And she's like, and the mom's like, you have to watch your sister because we have to go
Babysitter
out.
canceled.
Yeah.
The babysitter canceled, so you have to watch her. And she's like, she kind of just says like, well, she's not really my sister.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous. And she overhears it. So Jamie overhears it, so she apologizes.
She apologizes, and there's like a bond being formed.
Like, tell you
by
what,
them.
like, how about we go trick-or-treating? She says, no,
I don't want to. I want to get
to.
ice cream.
And then she's like, well, how about we get ice cream?
Yes.
Because she has complicated feelings about Halloween.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly.
Well, because you get to the scene where she's at school, and all the fucking kids are, like, harassing her.
Well, they're, like, teasing her, and they put on their masks, and they call her, like, her father a murderer, or no, a psycho, and...
She says, like, your uncle's the boogeyman.
Like,
and,
your
mom's dead.
Like, your mom, like, couldn't handle it, so she, like, offed herself or something. Like, they're like the rudest
It's
fucking
the most,
like a high school, like
elementary school.
They're elementary school kids, and they're like the rudest fucking
the
elementary
biggest dicks.
They fucking like tell them like, ha ha, your parents
You're a
are
fucking
dead.
orphan.
You're fucking stupid. You fuck you. Your dad's a psycho and your mom's dead.
You're an orphan now, and like
it's so ridiculous.
And
so she runs out, and she's like, I want to go trick-or-treating now.
Yeah, because she wants to be more like
quote-unquote normal.
Yeah, she wants to try to live like normal.
Yeah.
And we introduce to Loomis. He's going to visit the asylum.
Loomis is as crazy as ever. That never changes.
No, but in this movie, because one of the things I remember about 5 is that in 5, he is so fucking off the wall and just bizarre that it's like almost like character assassination.
A little bit, yeah. At least he's still like more sane.
In this it's
one.
like he's crazy, but I understand.
I would say like he's not crazy. I would say in this one, like the first two, he's like more like deranged.
Yeah.
Where he's just like his sole purpose in life is to like eliminate Michael Myers.
And in this one, I get it.
Yeah.
In 2, he fucking was lit on fire and exploded him, and he's like, and what happens? I get it. I get it. But in this one, you also still get the impression that he actually wants to help people.
Yes.
Because in 5,
you don't get that impression.
Fucking, no.
Again,
but he shows up to the hospital to see Michael, and they're like, oh, he's transferred. He's like, how? What the fuck?
I love how quick this explains it, right?
Yeah.
Because he's literally being like, why did you transfer him? He's like, he was comatose, everything, and then immediately gets a call.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, something happened.
And he's just
like, okay, well, let's go to fucking...
Yeah. Well,
I know where he's going.
When the guy's like, why do you care so much? And he's like, look at me.
Yeah.
Like, look at me.
Well, because the little girl got a hallucination of the ambulance. Or was it? We don't know. It could have been real. But she sees Michael Myers outside of the ambulance that he stole to get to Haddonfield. So Loomis is like, okay, I'm going to go to fucking Haddonfield.
Well, no, they go because they say there's a crash. The ambulance crashes, and Loomis goes.
Oh yeah, Loomis looks in the back, and of course they're not there.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and he's on the loose. Like, I gotta go.
And they're like, no way. Like, come on. He's been a vegetable for like this many 10 years. His muscles are not working. Like, come on. He's like, the classic lines of like, you're talking about him as if he's a man.
Yeah, like
he's not a man.
Pure evil, all that stuff, right?
And so he goes to he
hits the road and goes to a gas station,
and
no one's there.
And before that, you see like a mechanic working on a car, and Michael Myers shows up, and he's like wrapped in bandages, and he stabs
him with a pipe. And then Loomis gets there, and he looks around, and he sees the guy like is hanging by chains because Michael Myers likes to display his work.
It's a slasher
for some reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like, haha, I got you.
That's not a critique. That just happens in every fucking slasher movie. Like, it's just like, it's a thing.
He's got to bamboozle anybody.
Fucking bamboozle everyone. Like, haha, booby trap.
So he runs into like there's a restaurant next door,
and then he sees the waitress is dead, and he tries to call people, and like,
the phone's
dead.
smashed, and he goes up to like a phone on the wall, and it's just a display phone. And then you get this shot that I've seen before, like when people talk about this franchise, where he looks over and Michael's just standing in the kitchen, and it's like he's got like the mechanics overalls, but he doesn't have his mask. He just has the bandages, so he looks like a fucking, I don't know, looks like a ghost. But
he looks like the Invisible Man before he takes off his bandages.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But it's like this. They do the vertigo shot kind of, but they also use a dolly, so it does that like vertigo effect as the camera also swoops.
It's a cool
in.
shot.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, like this is a well-made movie.
Yeah.
And then Loomis like takes out his gun and tries to
He's
shoot
like,
him.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you just take me, and he knows he's not listening. He doesn't give a shit. Just driven by evil. So he tries shooting at him.
Evil.
Michael escapes, tries running Loomis over because he steals
with the
a truck.
giant truck, and then like
explodes the gas station.
The gas station explodes Loomis's car.
Yeah.
Like tries to engulf Loomis in more flames. The poor bastard. He's already been fucking burned. And fucking Michael is like, insult Andrew, bitch. I got you, bitch.
And then he drives off.
And then
Loomis has to hitchhike.
He has to hitchhike. So like he gets taunted by like some cheerleaders.
Oh yeah, some fucking like teenagers
they
just
like
taunt him.
stop and then they like drive away.
Come on, old man.
Yeah. I do love the scene, and you were talking about this too, where he gets picked up. He finally gets picked up by like this like.
I also love how
Bible.
It starts because like it's just him shrouded in dust from the dickheads who drove
and
off.
You see this like old truck behind him,
and it just like pulls up almost like a supernatural. And the guy's like, "Come on, pilgrim!
End times are ahead, or whatever."
I always stop for a fellow traveler, and you know the
he's like this Bible thumping, like just fucking insane dude,
like a billion like stickers all over there, and he's like talking about like, "Oh, you've seen it, haven't you? I've seen it too."
And he starts talking about how he's hunting evil, and
Damnation.
how he's done it for years, and he can tell that Loomis is doing it too.
Like, I see it in your eyes,
and I think this is like. You said this, and I think it is true. I think I like some of the concepts in this movie where they're trying to show that Loomis doesn't think he's crazy, right? For hunting down Michael Myers so adamantly.
He thinks Michael Myers is literally evil.
But he literally has to face his own craziness because he finally meets someone that is, like, objectively, like, insane.
Yeah.
Right? So you can see kind of what they're doing because he meets his match, basically.
Yeah. And he even has this look on his face, like when the guy offers him a drink. It's like the only time in the movie when Loomis cracks a smile.
Yeah.
When the guy starts ranting and offers him a drink, like you see Loomis crack an actual genuine smile. And yeah, it's like he met someone who's more deranged about this subject than him. But it's almost like there's a kinship.
Yes.
Of like, because Loomis is...
Like, finally he meets someone who, like, agrees with, like, his level of derangement about hunting down evil and, like, how evil is just omnipresent.
Unstoppable and, like, has to be, like... You can't stop it, but you have to try.
I do like what they don't ever go back to that.
Yeah, this is the only movie that does it.
This is the only movie that does it, and I really hate that. And even the new ones didn't do it, which is... Loomis just becomes the fucking guy hunting Michael Myers again. He just is relegated to that fucking role the entire franchise.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's so stupid. Anyway, so he's on his way to Haddonfield, right?
The baby, Jamie's older sister.
So when the little girl like got taunted at school, Jamie got taunted at school. She runs into the car. She wants to go trick or treating, and they're having a sale at the. It's
like this little drugstore that
sells like Halloween costumes.
The older sister is Rachel.
Rachel,
her boyfriend is working there, so they're gonna go there.
And her friend is driving the car.
Yeah.
Keep in mind this is her like best friend.
Yes.
Because this is I didn't know it was I forgot. I kept forgetting that it was foreshadowing, but it's foreshadowing because. Something happens with the best friend. So they go to the drugstore, and you get this little joke where Brady and the other guy are like taunting this one guy to like go hit on one of the like the people working there, the women working there. And he finally does, and she's like, "Buzz off," not interested at all.
He doesn't even say anything.
Yeah.
He just like comes up as like, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's a little
And-
joke there. And then the Rachel is like, I'm going to go talk to Brady real quick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Find a costume.
Jamie, go find a costume. So Jamie goes in, thinks she sees Michael Myers, and like gets all freaked out.
You do, and it's like that thing of like maybe she did, maybe she didn't, because you do see the Michael Myers mask.
Yes. And you see someone grab it.
Yes.
And
Because obviously he has to get his
also-
mask somewhere.
obviously she tells Brady, and he's all like butthurt about it, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe you're blowing me off. And she's like, I'm not blowing you off. I just,
Like she's my sister.
like, there's no one to watch her.
Yeah, like I had like.
And he's like, can I come over after she goes to bed? And
wink, wink.
she's like, my parents will be home. And he's like, oh, come on. Like,
Well, so what?
Trying to like,
Yeah.
get, trying to get it in,
Yeah.
shooting his shot. He's a little bit of a douchebag now, but he becomes a bigger douchebag later.
Then something happens.
Yeah. So he's all upset, a little butthurt. His little fucking fragile male ego is destroyed because she can't hang out with him. And Jamie picks out
when they're driving there, they even her like friend who's driving even makes a comment like, "Well, I don't know how he'll take it because fragile egos and all that," and then the prophecy is fulfilled.
Exactly. And so Jamie picks out like a clown costume, and it looks suspiciously like the clown costume from the first Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're first time watching, you're probably not going to make a connection.
No, but there's your connection.
But it's there. She picks that out.
She picks it out. She gets freaked out. They leave the store, and then they go back.
And then it's like the parents are going out for this like big important dinner.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go trick or treating.
So
the Loomis shows up to the sheriff, like the police station, and tells him like Michael Myers escaped.
Yes. Like, we have to get everyone ready.
Yeah.
Like, he's, evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight. The big evil dies tonight moment is there's a point when there is a news report about Michael Myers being back.
Yes.
And it's this bar.
Right.
It's this little low down country bar, and all the guys there see the news report and they're like,
I do love how like this plot point is such a little like it's kind of just flavor for the movie.
It's flavor.
And like,
and they made
they made a whole fucking arc about it in the newer movies.
Yeah, there's literally an entire movie that is this tiny plot point.
Yeah, and it's just like, why are we doing this? Like, it was a little tiny plot point, just like some hillbillies
of what happens when like
hillbillies in like a small town going a little too overzealous and grabbing guns.
Well, because it's like, in this I get it, because they even say like, this happened 10 years ago, and they're like, no, we can't
let Michael Myers like run amok anymore. We're gonna eliminate the problem.
Yeah, we're taking business in our own hands.
They're like becoming vigilantes, and it makes sense in the context of the movie because
there's even a line where they mention that one of the guys who's in the posse, one of his kids got killed by Michael Myers.
Yes,
10 years ago.
So they're like,
yeah, I get it.
They form a whole posse to go hunt down Michael Myers, right? So there's that. It's a tiny little plot point. You see him like 2 more times in the movie, and that's it. Yeah. That's all you needed.
There's a little thing in there, little scene about the dangers of this.
Yeah, which we'll get to. So while that's going on, Loomis and the detective are
they go to the house.
Yes, they go to the house where Jamie and Rachel are, but they're not there. No one's there because they're trick-or-treating.
But what they find is Loomis looks around.
The dog is dead in the closet.
And he's like, he's been here. He knows.
He committed the biggest cardinal sin in any horror movie ever. You killed the good boy. Sorry, you're done. Yeah. Michael Myers deserves to die.
And then he's like, he's been here.
Yeah.
So they know.
And so, they... they're trick-or-treating, and Jamie and Rachel get separated because Jamie decides to, like... sorry, my bad. It's because Rachel, they go up to her best friend's house, and she opens the door, and who's standing behind the best friend? A fucking boyfriend.
Yep, and she knows.
The fucking douchebag.
She knows.
Yeah, because the best friend's wearing like just a t-shirt, and like you can see his like collar's buttoned down a little bit. And so she gets all pissed off, and he runs after her. And
she's like, I can explain,
blah blah. And she's like, she blows him off. Right?
And he's like, well, I was pissed, and she's like, okay, whatever, I get it, bye.
Yeah.
And
well, she doesn't get it. She's just like, whatever, I'm done with you.
So
like,
you moved on.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah. So like, you moved on to the next girl, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she gets separated from Jamie, and they're like looking for each other, and you see, like as Rachel's looking, she looks, and there's like this shot of like she's looking behind like this garage. She looks over, and through the fog, you see a figure standing there, and it's Michael.
I do appreciate the shots of like Michael Myers in here, because like it's one of those movies where it's really good with its atmosphere.
Yeah, there's lots of really
where you're like constantly looking in the background and seeing if you can see Michael, right?
Yeah,
because you're like, oh, the shape, oh, he's right there, like he's right over there. Like, I do appreciate that. They're really good at like building the atmosphere and the whole like looming threat of Michael Myers. I think
there's lots of shots where
I think that is the most effective part of this movie, is like the ever looming presence that Michael is there literally all the time.
Because there's lots of even like shots of like where he's not even in focus. It's just people walking around, and you see him like out of focus in the background.
Well, there's that. One of my favorite shots, I'll talk about it now, is where the sheriff, the deputy, is like in the rocking chair, right? And she comes to talk to him and like blocks the window.
Yeah.
And is talking to him, and then after she's done, she walks away, and you just in the like he's like tiny in the background. You just see
his mask,
but you just see the white of his mask,
and then he like goes back into shadow.
Yeah, it's great. It's so effective. I do think that is like probably my favorite part of this movie. I think they did such a great job of like the looming threat. Mm-hmm. I just wish the kills were a little better and like everything else, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Anyway, so they get cornered by Michael Myers, right?
Well, no, she runs away.
So yeah, she runs away, and then you see
she runs into Jamie,
and then they see Michael Myers, and the cops, like Loomis and the sheriff, pull up.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, we got to get you back. Like,
we're gonna go to the police station. Like, something's going on."
And they get cornered by 3 Michael Myers.
And they're you see one, and the sheriff's like, "Loomis, is that him?" And then you see another one, and the third one, and Loomis is like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then he points his gun at one of them, and the guy's like, "Hold on, don't shoot!" And
they all take off their masks.
Like, ha, we got you.
Yeah. And so
they go to the police station.
They go to the police station, and like before they even walk in, like the sheriff walks in, and there's just blood everywhere.
There's also a quick scene to set up why the rest of the movie there's no lights. There's a guy at like a substation, like a power substation.
Yeah.
And Michael takes him and throws him.
He throws him into a transformer, and it like blocks out. Like
and it
just
annihilates power for the whole city.
I honestly, one of my biggest pet peeves with this movie is that they didn't have the balls to show anything in the police station.
They show you see one guy.
You see like one guy and then like a bloody phone.
Well, you see one guy with like a missing arm, but yeah, that's it.
I just wish they would have showed a little bit more, because it's supposed to be this like, and I get what they're going for, where it's like, you know, your imagination can run wild with like,
it's like he took down an entire police station.
Yeah, which is crazy, but I want to see that.
No,
in a slasher movie, I want to see that.
No.
No, we can't. I get it's supposed to be horrific of like, oh, how did he fucking do that? But it's like, I want to know how he did it.
I want to see it. We're 4 movies in,
I want to see
bro.
it. Yeah, let's see it.
But yeah,
like in the first one, sure, I would have been like, okay, that's a cool. I like that. Yeah. That's freaky. But we're 4 movies in.
No.
Show, don't tell.
They show up there, and yeah, it's just
So they're like,
everything's destroyed.
they're obviously freaked out. So what they're going to do is they're going to go back to the sheriff's house.
And when they get outside, the posse's there,
Yes.
and they're like, and he's like, listen, let the police handle it. And they're like, it doesn't look like there's any police left to handle
like,
anything.
what do you mean police handle it?
And then
they,
Loomis tells him, like, Michael's back.
yeah.
So they are like, okay, that's it.
We get a small scene of them going to a yard, like they
park.
go a park, and they see like
They go to Memory. I know where it is. It's
Memory
Memory
Grove,
Grove
yeah.
Park. It's the gazebo.
and they see movement in the bushes, and so they just blast.
One of them's like, I saw him.
They just blast away at this fucking bush.
And they go run over, and it's not Michael, obviously.
Someone else.
They killed an innocent man.
Well, what's weird is they don't even show the body.
No.
Like they just fucking it's him, and they're like, no, it's this guy, and then the scene ends.
The guy's like, you fucking idiot. I can't believe you. And then, yeah.
I
scene
don't
ends.
I don't think this scene is as, I don't know. To me, it's not like the most effective scene.
It's fine.
It's fine for what it is, but I think if you wanted to go for the whole paranoia thing, you would have maybe dragged it out a little longer and like maybe shown the guy getting blasted away that's clearly not Michael Myers.
No.
If you wanted a more like sympathetic, like, oh fuck, they're really paranoid about like seeing Michael Myers. That would have been more effective to me. But they just like off-screen kill a guy, and they do just like, oh, it's him. Oh, never mind. It's not. Fucking like whatever.
Shit.
Who cares? And then nothing happens. Nothing happens because of it.
End.
End scene. That's it.
It's the dangers of mob mentality.
Well, what's weird is like they could have gone into that, but they didn't. It's just
Well, it's okay. Well,
it's just
because
like
many decades later,
yeah, well, they created an entire movie of it.
you have an entire movie.
David Gordon Bumfuck decided to make a goddamn stupid ass movie about it,
And it was ass.
and it was fucking horrible. I don't care. I know there's defenders of that movie. I fucking hate them.
What is it? Halloween Kills?
Yes.
Yeah. Evil Dies Tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so that happens. They get to the sheriff's house, and
Well, so we get like a startings of a sex scene, right? Because fucking
yeah,
the
now
boyfriend
ex-boyfriend.
and the friend are getting freaky by the fireplace, and she wants to go to her room just in case her dad shows up. And he's like, no, I'm comfortable right here.
Well, yeah,
And then
because he's just laying there. What's he got to worry about?
yeah, and then she's gonna take out her boobers, and
And then the car, you hear
and she's
car
like, oh
pull.
shit, it's my dad.
If he finds out, he's gonna kill you.
And so like they like stuff everything, like they hide everything before the
Yeah.
dad shows up.
And they are gonna barricade up the house.
And he's like, Brady, do you know? Is it Brady?
Yeah.
Brady, you don't know how to use a gun? And gives him a shotgun. Brady does. Just spoiler alert: Brady does not know how to use a gun.
No. This ends horribly. for Brady.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Brady was the one guy in the whole movie that deserved to die
Yes.
for being a gigantic piece of shit.
And he gives him like a bunch of nails and stuff. Tells him to go board up the windows.
In the attic.
And then as he's
and-
walking away, he's like, "Oh, by the way, if you touch my daughter again, I will use this gun on you."
He says he specifically says if you grope my daughter again, I will like.
He's holding like a automatic shotgun.
Yeah. And so
And also,
Rachel and
when
Jamie.
the deputy drove there was a quick shot of him on the radio, like asking where he's supposed to go, and the camera pans over, and Michael Myers is in the back seat
Yes.
of his car.
Right.
Because later on, when the deputy goes out to grab his guns,
The door's open.
and he's like, "What the fuck?"
So, Sheriff has a ham radio in his basement. So
Making long distance calls.
because like Rachel and Jamie are trying to like relax because it's been a stressful night, obviously.
It's been a hell of a night.
Yeah. So they're trying to relax. Jamie goes to sleep, and Rachel goes down to help the sheriff with the ham radio. And they're like trying to get the state police. And eventually they do, and the state police are on their way, right? Like,
And Loomis leaves.
yes.
He leaves because he's like, they're like, and then the deputy's like, "Oh, you might die," and he's like, "Maybe," but
Well, because Loomis is convinced that Michael is going to go back to the Strode house.
Yeah.
And like that Jamie shouldn't go there and she'll be safe because he has one focus, and it's on the Strode house. That's not true because
He's already there.
because there's a scene where Michael's going through Jamie's things at the house.
That was
and
earlier.
he sees that Jamie is the daughter of Lori.
Yeah, it's a nice little
And so
visual.
he
cues.
instead of like just going to the Strode house, now he wants to kill Jamie.
Yes.
Because that is the lineage.
Yes.
Because he's succeeded in killing his sister. Now he wants to kill her daughter.
Yes.
And so
And that's like a quick little thing that they don't even verbalize to you.
no, but like you understand that without.
If you're not stupid.
Again, they tell. They show. They don't tell. Because like if you're not stupid, because he's like looking through the photos and then he picks one up and he lingers on it just a little bit longer than the other ones. Makes the connection, and then literally is like a tank, just like a murder machine pointed at Jamie the entire movie.
But yeah, so Loomis leaves, and then the sheriff hears on the radio that the fucking goon posse killed an innocent man.
Yep.
So he goes out because he's like, I have to fucking
deal with this.
Fucking calm these lunatics down.
He's like, watch the radio. Let me know if like they say anything. And later they do. They're like, well, the state police are going to come, the Illinois State Police.
Yeah.
And they're going to take care of Michael Myers. So they're on their way.
So the deputy's like in the rocking chair, and the friend who was fooling around with Brady, she makes him a coffee, and she goes to give it to the deputy, and you just see like silhouette rocking in the rocking chair, and she's talking about how there's no power or anything, so she lights a candle.
She looks over, and the deputy is all contorted.
He's like origami'd in the corner.
And then Michael stands up with the shotgun.
You think he's gonna shoot her? And
because like Michael has never used a gun, right?
No.
So like he just impales her with the fucking shotgun.
He impales her through the wall with the shotgun, and then the state police are like, we're on their way. So Rachel goes out from the basement upstairs. And she, like in, classic movie fashion, she finds the carnage.
Yeah, she finds the two corpses and runs upstairs. Jamie's not in there, right? And Brady, like...
is like, we gotta leave. And she's like, no, like, I can't.
She's like, we need to find Jamie. And they go up the stairs, and Jamie's right there. And then Michael starts pursuing them up the stairs. Brady tries to fire...
Earlier, he tried... blasting the lock off the door.
Yeah, and that didn't work because
it's metal, so it just made a tiny little hole.
Brady's just fucking stupid.
But he uses his 2 bullets on that.
Yeah.
From a shotgun.
And then he tries to shoot Michael with the 2 empty shells like a fucking idiot.
Fails.
And then desperately is trying to reload his fucking shotgun, right?
I can't get it in.
And as soon as he does, he swings the shotgun towards Michael Myers, and Michael Myers blocks it, and it shoots off to the side. And then he grabs his neck and grabs the shotgun and throws it over the balcony.
And then after some tussling,
picks up and he crushes his skull, but it's off screen.
You see
the starting of it.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. Knowing what was in the air, that they probably had to fucking edit the scene down.
Yeah.
If I had to take a wild guess, they gave it the Friday the 13th Part 7 treatment.
I just wanted some carnage. I just
because you see 1 millisecond of his skull caving in, and yeah.
So Jamie and Rachel run up to the attic. And because Michael's not too far behind, obviously, and they go out a window and they go on the roof. They're shambling all over the roof because it's all slippery and shit. And even Michael's having a hard time staying level on the roof.
And then Rachel fucking MacGyver Rambo ties up Jamie with a rope.
Tries to lower her down. She finds an awning. And then almost gets killed by Michael because she's hanging on the awning, and Michael keeps stabbing down, and she drops. And you think she's dead, so Jamie goes over, thinks she's dead, and so she runs away.
She runs into Loomis, and they go to the school.
Yes, so they go to the school.
And
because Loomis is like, again, convinced that Michael's not going to find her in the school, even though Michael is literally following them. Yes.
So they go to the school, and literally Michael runs into them and takes Loomis and chucks him out of a fucking window.
Chucks him into a fucking glass door into a room.
And Jamie's like running away. She eventually runs into Michael, and is like, she like trips down the stairs and is like hurt.
Is like trying to crawl away, and then Michael gets blasted by like a fire
because Rachel shows up. She's alive, so she rescues her, and then the fucking goon squad is there.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, we're gonna like, and she's like, don't go in there. No, Michael is gonna kill all of you. And they're like,
don't worry. There's like,
yeah, I think that's a fucking good idea. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Because she tells them like, the state police are on the way. Like, let them handle it.
I just love how they're like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's not do that.
One of the guys is like, you know what? Good idea.
Finally, a smart decision in a horror movie. Holy shit.
One of them's like, you know what? That's what they're paid for.
You know what though? Again, small nitpick, but still a nitpick. It's a horror movie. I wish they would have all gone in and just gotten fucking massacred.
Housed?
Just got fucking massacred.
Well, it's fine. They get housed on the truck.
They do.
But
not in I don't know. They just get kind of tossed off the truck.
Two of them get stabbed, and one of them just gets fucking yeeted.
Yeah.
Away.
I do appreciate the one where he like breaks into the window and like starts like tearing off his face. That was pretty good. I did like that.
They're driving away.
Yeah.
And they're driving out of Haddonfield. And you see like the state troopers driving in. And they're like, all right, cool. Cavalry's here. We're safe. Yeah.
Yeah, but then Michael's on the fucking truck.
So there's like there's the driver, and there's 3 guys on the back.
Yep. Like we said, 2 of them get stabbed. One of them gets just fucking yeeted off the
Michael
side.
stabs 2 of them, tosses them off, and then the other one, he just literally grabs them and he just tosses them in the air like it's I don't know, remind me like a video game when you just pick people up and they turn into ragdolls and you just throw them like 20 feet away.
And he breaks into the fucking cab, like starts peeling off this guy's face.
He like grabs the side of his face so hard that it starts tearing it off.
They throw, and then they crash. They don't crash.
Rachel like gets the guy out.
Oh yeah, she pushes him out, and then like starts driving with Michael, like trying to grab her on top of the car, and then she brakes like really fucking hard.
Well, he does the. It reminded me. This was much better done, but it reminded me of a really terrible movie we watched called Final Exam.
Oh yes.
Where the uncle slasher.
Yes.
Just there was like the couple like making out in the car, and he like crawls down on their windshield and like upside down like smacks his head on it.
Uh-huh.
In this movie, Michael like does that, but he like smashes his head like really hard. And so when he does that, she hits the brakes and he goes flying.
Yeah, he goes flying and he like stands up and she's like, okay, motherfucker, like,
get it.
And like rams into him and like flings him into like a graveyard.
He flies like 30 feet away.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's dead.
And she like can't stop the truck until like she's halfway down the hill.
And he's like, okay, he's dead.
And some other police officers show up with the sheriff.
And I do like this because it's like, it's almost like maybe this is when the thing happens. Because Jamie goes over to him and she kind of like picks up his hand and like looks at it. And then they're like, no, get away from him. Get away. Don't touch him. And so she's going up, and as she's walking away, he's still alive.
He like gets up, and they just absolutely fucking obliterate Michael with like bullet. They unload like so many clips into this guy.
Yeah.
And then he falls, and everything just collapses on top
around him.
Just fucking just piles on top.
And that's it.
And you're like, Michael is definitely dead. There's definitely not going to be a 5th one with Michael Myers.
Well, listen. So they're back at their house. Everything's safe.
I do like this scene. I think it's really well done. I think it's a good homage. And I think
it's also like it's a good way to like.
It's a good way to continue the franchise in a natural,
In a normal way.
in a natural way, unlike what they did with 5.
Unlike what they actually did.
Because they forget everything they. Okay,
They don't forget. They just shit on it.
It's not okay. It's not that fucking movie. Anyway, so you see like a POV shot, right? And like someone picks up scissors, and then the mask goes on,
Just like the first movie.
just like the first one. And you're like, oh shit.
And you think like, oh, it's gonna be like a fake out, right?
Yeah.
It's like a joke.
Because the mom's getting like drawing a bath, and then you hear the mom scream.
And then Loomis runs up the stairs, and he looks up the stairs, and he has this look of like
And
absolute fucking terror on his face.
and he like blood curdling scream, just like no. Like
I love it.
It's fucking awesome.
Well, it's just like you're like, what is happening?
And then you see it. It's the fucking little girl in the clown costume,
Covered in blood.
and holding the scissors, just like Michael.
And then he pulls up his gun
And
to
he's like
shoot
gonna
her.
fucking shoot her because he's like, evil needs to fucking die.
It's fucking.
I'm gonna fucking kill evil right now. I'm
And then
Loomis.
and they stop him, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And they look, and they just the whole family is just like.
It is such a bleak fucking ending, and I love
And-
it. I love that ending. I think it's so good, and I think that's like, it's stuff like that that kind of puts this on a like a it's a good movie because there is stuff to like about it.
Yeah,
But it just
I think it's just like
it just didn't do enough for me to like keep my interest in a franchise that is like so many movies.
well, the thing is like if this like let's say that I hadn't seen 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, and I just finished watching this, I'd be like, and I had no idea what those were about.
Yeah,
I'd be curious.
I would be too.
I'd be like, I'm interested.
Unfortunately, we have seen 5, and it fucking shits all over everything this thing's built up.
Unfortunately, it completely shits on you.
So, like it or not, if you're watching this for the first time and you made it this far, I don't know why you'd be listening to this before watching the movie that you haven't seen before. But anyway,
But if you
do, just know it gets so much fucking worse from here. Like,
just know that the
if
stuff
you didn't
liked-
like this movie, if you liked some of the stuff in this movie, just know that none of it is in the 5th one.
Yeah. So if you liked the ending of this, just know that they shit on that. If you liked Rachel in this movie, just know that they shit on that in the 5th one.
Yes.
If you liked Jamie, guess what? They make her basically mute in the 5th one.
They
because
fucking they nerf everyone so
they just
fucking hard.
shit
They shit all over this fucking ending, and I don't understand why. I did.
over everything. Anything you liked from this?
They just basically forget about the 4th movie. It almost does.
Shit on it.
It almost doesn't fucking exist in their opinion in the 5th one. Like the characters kind of exist, but like barely.
Oh, a spoiler alert, they pretty much kill all of them to introduce the most annoying nothing burger characters imaginable.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, we'll get to 5. We will review 5.
To make a comparison, they Alien 3 it.
At least Alien 3 had the dignity to kill them off in the like very start of the movie. They didn't just shit all like they didn't like have them be characters for a little bit and then like murder them.
And then you're like,
at least they're dead at the beginning, so you can just kind of get over it. I fucking hate Alien 3, by the way.
Yeah.
But like at least you can like kind of like be like, okay, well, they're clearly not in the movie. Let's see what this movie has.
And then in 5, they were like...
But in 5, they're like, they're in the movie. But guess what? There's more annoying characters in the movie, and they get fucking... and all the characters you loved get murdered.
The person you liked dies.
They get fucking murdered. So here you are.
Here's your fucking movie.
Here's your fucking movie. Enjoy it, bitch. 5 fucking blows. I think 5 is like my least favorite of the entire franchise. So 5 and Resurrection. This is a fine movie. I don't think it's a great movie. No. I think they could have done a lot more with the franchise. I like some of the concepts. Like I said, I like the whole like looming threat of Michael. I think that was really well done.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to give it props, they did a good job on that. And I do like the ending. I do think the ending is bleak, and I love it. It's not like a happy ending, which I love.
No, not at all.
I fucking love that it does not end happy.
And it's just...
And it's just fucking like, it's just like, well, evil is like, you know, omnipresent, and like it's transferred down through generations.
Yeah. And it's like, there's so many ways you could take that. There's so many avenues. You can make it supernatural. You can make it like evil is a tangible force, and maybe it's like all the trauma that she went through.
You could get like philosophical with it. You could all those things.
And they just
I just
fuck it.
They do fuck it hard. I do like the ending. I do like some of the concepts in this movie. I think that it could have been more brutal for like a fourth film in a franchise.
There were 4 movies
like I'm saying, because I mean, even 3 had some pretty grotesque shit like going on.
Yeah,
and there's some pretty like gruesome on-screen deaths, and 4 just like fucking toned it all down. I don't get why.
Yeah,
it's kind of a shame, because I think that would have really elevated the movie for me if they went for it, right?
Yeah,
like you don't have to be like ultra violent, because I get you're dealing with censorship and shit.
We're a studio film, yeah.
I get it, and I get they're trying to like harken back to like the first one, right? Like, you know, like you said, like little blood, everything,
little body
like
count.
But it's like you're trying to push the genre forward. You're not trying to like go back to basics. It's been like 10 years. It hasn't been like 20 or 30 years since it, you know, like I don't know. I just think they could have done a lot more to kind of elevate the entire franchise, but they didn't. But what they did was serviceable, and it's a very watchable movie.
It's a fine way to restart.
I know that's not like a great review, but like it's a fine way to restart the franchise.
It's a fine way to restart the franchise and then promptly destroy it again.
And 5 just completely blew up the entire franchise, and then 6 happened, and that's a weird fucking movie.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. This is not gonna, like, I mean, if you asked me, because I think we both agree that, like, of the big 3 franchises, slasher franchises, Halloween's at the bottom. I would say, like, if you have to, like, which movies should you watch? I would say you can include this one in your rotation of Halloween movies.
I think you could. Yeah, I think the first 4 Halloween movies are like
if
good.
You are, I don't know, if you're really into this.
And we'll get to it, but I'm a huge apologist for H2O.
I do like H2O a lot.
I think H2O is fucking awesome.
If you were going to have an ending.
If you're going to have like a good ending to it, I honestly, if you're asking me honestly, I would just watch Halloween 1 and 2. And just leave it at that. But if you want to like marathon the franchise, sure, do 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to watch the rest of them.
1 through 4 and then H2O.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
You want your endings potential, because H2O also restarted the fucking timeline.
It did.
But
and erased a lot of shit that happened. But it's fine.
They blew it up again with Resurrection.
Yeah, I know. They can't help themselves.
I don't know why this franchise is so brain dead.
I don't either. I don't know why we're like John Carpenter was like, he got it, and the first 2 were like so fucking good, and then
they just
lost it.
They couldn't do it.
They spent the entire franchise trying to recapture what happened in the first one, and they just could not do it. They just couldn't. They fucking couldn't do it.
I think that's the problem with like the fact that, you know, the other franchises aren't doing that. They're just moving it on.
Well, they're kind of like
a new thing.
They're a new thing every single time. It's not the same redrawn, rehashed bullshit.
Yeah. It's not
like this franchise.
It's not just a guy in mask shows up to terrorize a babysitter.
If you want my definitive review of like, you know, definitive review of how to watch the franchise, just watch the first 2 if you want the fucking Michael Myers experience. Like that's all you. Literally, I'm not kidding. Even though I'm an apologist for H2O, if you just want like the good Michael Myers movies, just watch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That is literally all you need to watch.
He blows up at the end.
He literally blows up at the end. Like, what else do you need? He is fucking dead.
It's fucking barbecued, okay?
So, anyway, that was like, long tangent, but
Yeah.
honestly, like 4 is not the worst of the franchise. I think it's very serviceable as a part of a marathon. If you do 1 through 4, I think you're gonna have a good time. Just don't go beyond that.
No.
And then watch H2O,
Yes.
and then you're fine. Shitty to pretty. This isn't gonna get a 10 out of 10 because I think they could have done a lot more.
Can't all be that.
No.
But I will be nice. I will say it's a 7.
It's a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good movie. It's not as like boring as a mid movie because there is some stuff to like about it.
No.
I would honestly say it almost reaches an 8 for me just because I do appreciate the atmosphere. I do like the creepy fog laden streets and how like just there's just like everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's really cool how they did that, and it's really effective, I think.
Yeah.
And I think if they kept with that kind of vibe, I think they could have done something really like cool with the franchise. And I think, I don't know, if the shape was actually just like this omnipresent supernatural evil, I think it could have been a lot better. But
No, we have to have him crying.
crying and magic stones. We'll get there. We will get there. We'll get there.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. Like, it's just kind of it's a mid-Halloween movie. Go watch the first 3. Like, that's like what I usually watch. I usually skip a lot of them. And then every once in a while I'll go back to H2O. Yeah. I don't watch this movie a lot.
No, because you don't really
need to. I like the ending. There is stuff to like here. It's just not part of my like Halloween rotation.
The problem is that they do this movie so dirty in the next one that it almost like retroactively fucks it up.
It is really hard to marathon it if you're like continuing on to 5. If you really liked 4, you're going to fucking hate 5.
God, if you are a fan of 4, I am deeply sorry for your loss.
Like if you're the first time watcher of this and you're like 4 is fucking awesome. What are they talking about? It's so goddamn good. And then you watch 5, I weep for you because you are going to be very angry.
I am so sorry for your loss.
So sorry.
Like, man.
We all have to go through it, okay? It's like an initiation. We all have to go through it.
Look, everyone has their one thing, their one franchise, their one sequel that, wakes them up to adulthood.
Yes.
And for some of you, it might be Halloween 5.
It might be. It might be. Alien 3 was mine, so.
Yeah, Alien 3, the Star Wars prequels.
Oh, fuck.
The Hobbit. Like,
yeah, there's always
everyone's got something.
I get reawoken sometimes with some of those, so.
Everyone's got something where it woke you up to adulthood.
Yep, and you're just like, wow, life sucks. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about Halloween 4. It's kind of this, honestly, a mid movie, especially from like this kind of franchise. But it's not bad. It's just mid, which is kind of a travesty.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but anyway, like go watch it if you want to. I think you can find it pretty much anywhere. Like Halloween movies are like easy to find. Honestly, just go watch the first 3. That'd be my main suggestion. They're all good. They're like 1 through 3 is just a solid block of movies. That is fucking where it's at. You don't need to watch the rest of them.
No.
Anyway, for they mostly come out at night. This has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye. Evil dies tonight.